Okay, students, today we are starting off with a question where we enter transactions to the bank account and balancing it off and observing the overdraft balance. So let me repeat to the question. Okay, there was a favorable balance, debit balance in the bank account of Samadhi's business of rupees 12,000 as at 1st July 2024. Transactions took place during the month of July. July 5th, cash deposited in the bank 8,000. Then there are deposited checks. On 3 particular days, checks that has been received from cash sales 9,000, check number 20. Check that has been received from rent income 7,000. Check that has been received from debtors 6,000. And then there are issued checks, 3 checks. To pay the creditors, rupees 16,000, check number 33. To pay the salary, 15,000, check number 34. For purchases, 25,000, check number 35. So what we are going to do in this particular thing is entering these transactions, okay, and observing the overdraft. So last week we learned if the credit balance of the bank account is higher than the debit balance, there is a bank overdraft. That means we have issued checks beyond the balance available in the account. Account එකේ තියෙන සල්ලි වලට වඩා checks issue කරලා තියෙනවා. ඒ නිසා there is a overdraft. Okay. So I'll start this. Just draw account, bank account. Discounts allowed and discounts received columns are not required, but for time being, I have entered them. Shall I start doing the question, or shall I give you 1 minute to draw the bank account? Shall I start the question, students?
Yes.
Okay. Okay, I'll start the question. Okay. It starts like this. There was a favorable balance, debit balance in the bank account of Samadhi's business of rupees 12,000 as at the July 1st. Okay, that is the first case, debit balance. So it's on now this is the debit side. Date is July 1st. Okay, this is balance brought forward. Sorry. Balance brought forward. I'll put it in caps lock. That amounts to 12,000. Okay. Then what is it saying? On 5th July, cash deposited in the bank 8,000. When cash, now bank account is similar to an asset account. So if cash is deposited in the bank account, asset balance is going up. And if the asset is increasing, which side it should be recorded? Is it debit side or in credit side? Tell me quickly. If the asset balance is going up, in which side it should be recorded? Is it debit side or credit side?
Debit.
Debit side, okay. So July 7th. This is cash deposited. So we are recording it as cash. And amount is 8,000. So what we are doing is when we are observing a transaction, we look at what are the accounting elements involved in it and what are the sub accounts involved in it and what is happening with that particular account. In this particular case, we are dealing with bank account and cash is deposited in the bank account and bank account is asset account. When we deposit cash, asset balance is going up, bank balance is going up. Therefore, we are debiting the account. Okay. Okay. Now it is talking about deposited checks. So if the checks are deposited, ideally bank balance should go up. So ideally it should be recorded in debit side. Okay. It says on July 8th, check that had been received from cash sales 9,000. Okay. Then ideally 9,000. This is sales. And we record the check number. Usually we record the check number. check number 20. Date is 8/07/2024. And then on 15, what has happened? 15th July 2024. Check that has been received from rental income. Rental income. Rental income again check එක හම්බෙලා තියෙනවා. Rent එක check number 114. Since bank balance is going up, we are recording it in the debit side. And then on 20th, check that has been received from the debtor rupees 6,000. Debtors laging hambela තියෙනවා 6,000. So So that's it. Those are the deposited checks. And then it's talking about issued checks. And once you're issuing a check, what happens is your bank account balance is going down. You are issuing a check, so your bank account balance is going down. When bank account balance is going down, your asset balance is going down. If an asset is going down or if assets are decreasing, we are crediting the account. So on 12th July 2024, pay the creditors 16,000. So we record it as creditors, the account that we debit. Creditors, check number 33. Check number 30. It's 16,000. And then on 22nd 07/24. To pay the salary of 15,000. So company has paid salary of 15,000. Check number is 34. Sorry, 15,000. Amount is 15,000. And then the next one is purchases of 15,000. So when we are making the payments, bank balance is going down. When bank balance is going down, what is happening? The asset balance is decreasing. So ideally we should credit it. Just 35. 20%. Okay. So this is how it works. So before balancing it off, we shall just refer to the answer and see whether we have recorded everything correctly. Okay. Balance brought forward 12,000, cash 8,000, 9,000, 7,000, 6,000. Then creditors 35,000, salary 5,000. It's all good. So we shall see what is the balance in the account. Okay. It's 2,000. Whereas here, now what has happened here? If you observe here, the debit balance is 42,000. Debit path balance එක 42,000. Whereas credit balance is 56,000. දැන් මෙතනදී වෙලා තියෙන particular scenario එක මොකක්ද? ඇවිල්ලා මේ account එකේ credit balance එක 56,000 තියෙන්නේ. හැබැයි debit balance එක තියෙන 42,000. ඒ කියන්නේ asset account එකක asset balance එකට වඩා liability balance එක වැඩි. එතකොට මෙතන තියෙන OD එකක්. කාට හරි කියන්න පුළුවන්ද? Can anyone say what is the OD amount? Can anyone say what is the OD amount?
14,000.
Sorry, Darshan?
14,000.
14,000. Okay, how did you derive that? 56,000 minus 42,000.
22.
It's 14,000. That is balance carried down. Balance carried down 14,000. Then here we are recording at balance brought forward 14,000. So what has happened is at the month end, when we begin the next month, that is the August month, we are starting with a bank overdraft of 14,000. Okay. In real life scenario, the repercussions of this is when you have 14,000 overdraft balance, then you will have to pay OD interest. Overdraft balance එක නිකම් එන්නේ, you will have to pay OD interest on this balance. On this 14,000, you will have to pay a OD interest. Okay. So that's it. You can complete the task. Take 1 to 2 minutes and complete the question.